Hey, it's John Mack. Welcome back. We're in video 2 roadmap. In this video, I'm going to tell you a bit about my past, my history, and how I got to where I am now. And we're going to talk a bit about what your future is going to look like in the Millionaire Challenge program. So when I first started off, 2-3 years ago with Teespring, we started selling a ton of shirts. It was amazing. It was like the Wild West. There wasn't a lot of competition, and Facebook ads was super easy. We were selling over 1,000 shirts per week. It was a ton of fun. But as quickly as it happened, it slowed down and eventually died. All the competition started piling in. Everyone started stealing each other's shirt designs, and it just really kind of killed it after that. And unfortunately, we had to start looking for alternatives. But we ended up finding Shopify. And that was a really good stepping stone to building your own store, building your own asset, and really keeping and holding on to that customer list. That was the biggest thing that really annoyed me with Teespring, is they would just not give over or hand over the buyer emails to you, which I thought was crazy. So that's why I stay away from the platforms like that. You always want to have a platform that allows you to build your brand, build your name, and build your business where you actually own the customer data. So important. So that's why we pivoted to Shopify, and it's been going very well ever since. Now, some of you might have heard, we've actually created a new e-commerce platform I'm very excited about, been working on it for almost a year. It's called Commerce HQ. Now, we built this because of all the limitations that there are with Shopify, and with Commerce HQ, it really cuts down on all those limitations and issues. And to be honest with you, Shopify was built for mom and pop shops. It wasn't built for marketers, whereas we know exactly what we want, what converts, and what works with e-commerce. We built that into this new platform called Commerce HQ. You've got unlimited stores, one-click upsells, easy order management, all the apps are built in. There's a ton of amazing stuff that's a lot different and better than Shopify, and I encourage you to check it out if you haven't already. Now, saying that, you can use Shopify if you want. All the training inside these videos are going to allow you to earn a great income online with either Shopify or Commerce HQ or WooCommerce or whatever you choose, whatever platform you choose to run on. It's all the same strategies and techniques in terms of driving traffic to your store, converting that traffic, and scaling, okay? So that's a bit about my history and my past. Now I want to talk about your future. So with this Millionaire Challenge program, it's so important that you're always testing and you're always launching. That's really the biggest difference between very successful people in the program and the okay sort of successful people. The really successful people, they're launching ads every single day. They're focusing on those, 1, 2, or 3 products that are working well for them, and they're continuously launching ads every single day for those products. You've heard of the 80-20 rule. In this business, it's more like the 90-10 rule. 10% of your products will bring in 90% of your revenue. I see it time and time again with all my students, and I encourage you to go through this training, test a bunch of products in different niches at first with a general store, but then once you find success with 1, 2, or 3 products, please focus on those and just keep launching ads for them every single day. It's all about cycling through those ads. So that's kind of the future of where you're going to be headed with this program. It's a constant cycling of ads and testing, seeing what works quickly, getting that data in fast so that you can scale. A lot of things change in this industry so quickly. $5 budget ads, $25 budget ads, optimizing for click or for purchase. There's so many little things that work and don't from time to time. So the best way to stay updated with the latest and greatest techniques and strategies is asking questions in the Facebook group. Okay, I'm going to jump in there and answer your questions. Other people will as well. And of course, you have direct access to me by email and also by Skype calls if you have them with your coaching package. Now, it's all about mindset in this business, okay? We want to think long-term. We want to focus on growth. Every single week, every single month, your business should be growing. That's super key because look, at the end of the day, what's the dream? The dream is to exit this business and sell it down the road for multiple 7 figures. That's what everybody wants. But in order to do that, in order to have a business that's structured in a way where you can sell, you got to focus on growth. So every single week, you should be increasing traffic, increasing sales, and either increasing your conversion rate or finding new products that work. Just something that increases your business week over week and month over month, really important. Also super important, I can't stress this enough, I'm gonna say it so many times in this program, you gotta know your numbers. You have to track your numbers day in and day out. Just grab a simple spreadsheet, put up there, ad spend, revenue, fulfillment cost, ROI, profit, just the basic headers, and fill in that data at least 3 times a day. You should know where your business is going, where it's been, and where it's headed. Okay, so really, really important to know and track your numbers with a simple Excel spreadsheet. So update that daily. Now, another thing I want to talk about is average order value and ROI. So let's start with AOV, average order value. Now, the way that Facebook works now, you'll notice that a lot of people are actually becoming very successful selling higher end products. So products that cost around $50 or more. You know, we sell products that are even between $100 to $300. So I can tell you that what works at the lower end of the scale actually works at the high end of the scale as well in terms of cost per conversion, okay, your CPA, which we'll talk about in later videos. So AOV is really, really important because the more margin you have, the more ability you have to scale and afford more expensive ads to really grow your business fast. So average order value is huge. We'll talk about it in the coming videos, but just keep that in the back of your mind. How can I have a large enough margin to scale properly without worrying about taking a huge ROI hit? Next thing I want to talk about is ROI, also equally important. You always want to be aiming for at least 50% ROI or higher, especially when you're scaling, okay? So if I put one ad, $1 right into Facebook ads, I want to get at least $1.50 out. Okay, so making that 50% ROI minimum goal is very, very key. Obviously, 100% ROI would be even better, doubling your money, but I think you can have a really, really solid business with even just 50% ROI. At the end of the day, it's not about having huge ROI, it's about having huge net profits, right? That's what you really want at the end of the day. If you can spend more to make more, why not? As long as you have things dialed in and tuned, you'll be fine, okay? Now, also want to talk about the LTV, lifetime value of a customer. This is really important as well, you understand this. So our goal for LTV, lifetime value, is we want a customer to spend on our store at least $100 over a 12-month period. That's a pretty good amount. I encourage you to try to get the same, and you can do that by retargeting, emailing your customer database, bringing them back, doing sales and discounts and giving them coupon codes and all that good stuff, all those tactics, but really key to try to hit at least $100 per year customer lifetime value. Okay, that's really gonna help your business too, because then you know if every customer is worth $100, you can afford to pay up to $50 to acquire that customer. Of course, it's not gonna cost you that much because with the Facebook ad strategies that we teach in the Millionaire Challenge, you're typically gonna get conversions between $5 to $25 depending on the cost of your product. Okay, so very, very cool. Definitely check that out. Just all in general, know your numbers, track them, and try to improve them week to week and month to month. Okay, so what makes this business so exciting, I want to talk about this as well, is the freedom that it gives you. You know, this is a roadmap video. I want to talk about the future of your life here with this business. If you have a job, it's going to allow you to quit your job. If you want to spend more time with your family, it's going to allow you to do that. It's really going to give you the ultimate freedom. It's the dream business, right? Because there's no inventory. You don't have to have a warehouse or employees locally or anything like that. It's all very virtual and digital and just absolutely amazing business to be in. Okay, so eventually what you're going to be doing is you're going to be outsourcing all the day-to-day tasks, all the nitty-gritty daily operations overseas, typically to the Philippines. And it's going to be very inexpensive, around $3 an hour, and these people are going to run your business for you. Okay, you're just going to be able to oversee, check your numbers, and sit on a beach if you want to. So it's really, really cool, a great business to be a part of, and I'm just so excited you're here. And that's just a bit about myself and where you're going to go as well with the roadmap video. So I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.